Molly. Here it comes again. Please take care of our little darling. Her name is Amy.
She was born on October 28th. We'll be back to get her soon.
We have the half silver locket around her neck and kept the other half.
So that when we come back for her, you will know that she's our baby.
All right, do you want to sleep with your teeth inside of your mouth or out?
I dream about having another father, but you're lucky. You really got him.
I know. Somewhere. This is 1933. You're an orphan, Tuts.
never know.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
Get treated.
We get tricked.
Get kisses.
We get kicked. It's a hard knock life. Got no books to speak. Oh, so it's the hard knock road we have.
Cotton blankets.
Stay home.
Empty bellies.
Stay home. It's the hard knock life.
Don't it feel like the wind is always howling?
Don't it seem like there's never any light? Once a day, don't you want to throw the towel in?
It's easier than putting up a fight. No one's there when your dreams make you crazy.
No one cares if you grow or if you shrink.
No one tries when you're at the wedding meeting.
From the crying you would think this place would sing. Oh, empty belly life. Protestant life. Full sorrow life. No tomorrow life. That close we never see. Cynical but that to see. No one cares for you, a snitch, when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. You'll stay up till this sun shines like the top of the Chrysler Building. Gangsta whispers from her chin. Shower with the safety pin. Make a drink of making pin. I love you, Miss Hannigan. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. No one cares for you, a snitch, when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock
Good morning, children.
Good morning, Miss Hannigan.
Well,
I love you, Miss Hannigan. I love you, Miss Hannigan.
you, what are you doing in there?
Nothing.
Get her out of there. Your days are done. All right, breakfast.
Hot mush.
No, not hot mush. Cold mush. And after your mush, you all go straight to your sewing machines. There's an order of dresses to finish. If you have to, work straight through the midnight. Understand?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
All right, line up. Come on.
Laundry man.
Morning, Bundles.
Morning, kids. Clean sheets once a month, whether you need them or not. Hey, Aggie, how's the pretty scout on 14th Street?
Bundles, get out of here with the laundry.
So long, gorgeous. And Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Call this clean, Annie? This place is a pigsty. Annie?
Annie ain't here.
What do you mean, Annie ain't here? around here?
No.
Good. They must all be running wild over after things.
Here's one they didn't get. They're after you, ain't they? Well, they're after me too. But don't worry, I won't let them get you or me. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow. Till there's dawn. When I'm stuck with you, I just stick out my chin. The sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on to tomorrow. Come one day, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Hey, you, little girl, come here.
Yes, officer?
That dog there. Ain't he a stray?
A stray? No, officer, he's my dog.
Your dog, huh? What's his name?
His name is Sandy. That's right, because of his nice sandy color.
Okay, let's hear him answer to you.
See, officer, I just got it all. Here, Sandy. Here, Sandy. Come here. Good, Sandy. Good old Sandy.
All right, the next time you take him out, I want to see him with the license, or else he goes to the pound.
Yes, officer.
Now, get along before you catch a death cold and sweat.
Oh, I don't mind the weather. When I'm struck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on to tomorrow. Come one day, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a Mrs. Hannigan! You know your sweet miracle from Coney Island?
Yeah.
Molly just threw up on it.
Little girls, everywhere I turn, I can see them. Little girls, night and day, I sleep and breathe them. Yeah?
I'm Lieutenant Ward of 17th Precinct. We found your runaway.
Oh, thank you, officer.
She's in one of them Hoovervilles down by the river with a bunch of bombs.
They weren't bombs.
Had a mangy muggler too, but he got away.
Aw, poor pumpkin. Out from the cold with just a thin sweater. I hope you didn't catch influenza. Thank you so much again, officer.
All on the line of duty. And you, don't ever let me hear that you run away again. From this nice lady. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, officer. The next time you walk out of that door, it'll be 1953. Well, you glad to be back? Huh?
Yes, Miss Hannigan.
Liar. What's the one thing I always taught you? Never tell a lie. Get over it.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
Yeah,
I'm Grace Farrell, private secretary to Oliver Warbucks.
the Oliver Warbuck, the millionaire.
Mr. Warbucks has decided to invite an orphan to come spend the Christmas holidays with him at his home.
Really? Well, what kind of orphan did he have in mind?
Well, she should be friendly and intelligent.
Mississippi. Capital M-I-S-S-I.
Shut up.
And cheerful.
How old?
Oh, age doesn't really matter. I would say 8 or 9. 10. 11? Yes, 11 would be perfect. And, oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Warbucks prefers redheaded children.
11, redhead. Yeah, sorry. You don't have any orphans like that here.
Well, what about this child right here?
Annie? Oh, no. You don't want Annie.
Annie, would you like to spend 2 weeks at Mr. Warbucks' house?
I would love to.
You can have any orphan here, but not Annie.
Well, perhaps I should call the board.
But if it's Annie you want, it's Annie you'll get.
It's Annie I want. Now, if you'll just get her coat, I'll take her along right now.
She ain't got no coat.
Then we'll buy her one. I can hardly believe it.
She could hardly believe it.
Come along, Annie. Mr. Warbucks' limousine is outside.
Oh, boy.
Someday I'll land in the nut house with all the nuts and the squirrels. Up there I'll stay tucked away till the prohibition of let's go.
back from Chicago.
Not bad. Only took 11 hours. Grace,
Yes, sir.
messages?
President Roosevelt wants you to call him at the White House.
I'll get back with them tomorrow.
Mr. Warbucks.
All right. Good to see you all again.
Sir.
Drake, dismiss the staff.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, if you'll get your notebook. Who is that?
This is Annie, the orphan always spending Christmas with us.
That's not a boy. Orphans are boys.
I'm sorry, sir. You just said orphan, so I chose a girl.
Well, I suppose you'll have to do. Annie, huh? Annie, what?
Oh, I'm just Annie, sir. I don't have any last name. Sorry, I'm not a boy.
Not at all. I couldn't be happier. Grace, we'll start on the iron ore shipments from Toledo to... What are we supposed to do with this small child?
It is her first night here, sir.
Well, Annie, we ought to do something special on your first night. Would you like to go to a movie?
Gosh, I've never been to one.
Then you'll go to the Roxy, and then an ice cream soda at Rumpelmeyer's, then a handsome cab ride around Central Park.
Oh, boy.
Grace, forget about the dictation tonight. Instead, you take Annie to the movies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gee.
Something the matter, Annie?
Well, I just thought you were going to take me to the movies.
Oh no, I'm afraid I'll be far too busy.
Oh, gee.
Now, Annie, I've just been away for 6 weeks.
Oh, it's okay. I understand.
Drake! Get our coats.
Yes, sir.
And Grace, you'll come too, of course.
Yes, sir.
Which car will we be wanting, sir?
The Duesenberg. No, wait! This child's been cooped up in an orphanage too long. We'll walk.
Walk to the Roxy?
Why not? It's only 45 blocks.
Yes, sir.
Ah, the smell of those bus fumes. There's nowhere like the air in New York. Come on, you slowpokes, we gotta get down to the Roxy before the prices change.
again we bring you the romance of Helen Trent, who sets out to prove that just because a woman is 35 years or older, romance in life need not be over.
Got it.
Good afternoon, Miss Hannigan.
What's the matter? Warbucks fed up with Annie already?
On the contrary, Miss Hannigan, this has to be signed and sent to the Board of Orphans by 10 o'clock tomorrow.
What for?
Because Mr. Warbucks is so taken with Annie, he wants to adopt her.
Annie? The daughter of a millionaire?
The daughter of a billionaire.
Would you excuse me for just one moment, please? That mean more wonderful news?
Merry Christmas, Miss Hannigan.
Oh, pardon me, Blondie. Hiya, sis! Long time no see.
Rooster! They finally let you out of prison? What were you in for this time?
Some old geezer said I swindled him out of $1,100.
And why do you say that?
Because the rooster swim about 1,100 bucks.
Sis, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine from...
Jersey City. Rooster? Do me a favor. Get out.
Now, who was that blonde that I ran into on the way here? She looked like she had a couple of dollars.
She works for Oliver Warbucks.
The Oliver Warbucks.
Annie, one of the orphans here, is getting adopted by her.
Bloody orphan.
Yeah. Living in a lap of luxury while the Hannigan kids ended up in the States. It ain't fair how we scrounge for $3 or $4 while she gets $4.
That little brat. It ain't fair. This here life is driving me nuts. While we get peanuts, she's living fat.
Maybe she holds the key, that little lady.
To get more bucks.
Instead of less, maybe we fix the game with something shady.
Where does that put us?
Oh, sweetheart, I'll give you one guess.
Something has to be done. All right, we'll talk about it on
Friday.
Friday. Listen, Mr. President, why don't we bury the hatchet and you and Miss Roosevelt come down for supper Christmas Eve? You will? Wonderful news. Goodbye, Mr. President. Grace, find out what Democrats eat. The package from Tiffany's.
Arrived
Fine. I'm going to give it to her and tell her I want to adopt her.
She's going to be the happiest little girl in the world.
Get her down here, will you?
Yes, sir. Hi, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, can we have a man-to-man talk?
You're sending me back to the orphanage, right?
Of course not. Annie, I was born into a very poor family, and both my parents died before I was 10. So I made a promise to myself. One way, somehow, I was going to be rich. Very rich.
That was a pretty good idea.
But lately I've realized something, Annie. No matter how much money you have, if you don't have anyone in the world to share it with, if you're all alone, you might as well be broke. I picked this up for you at Tiffany's the other day.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Warbucks.
It's a silver locket, Annie. I noticed that old one you always wear, and I said to myself, I'm going to get that kid a nice new locket. So here, we'll just...
No! I don't want a new one.
Annie, what is it?
This locket, my mother and father gave it to me when they left me at the orphanage. And a note, too. They're coming back for me. I know I'm really, really lucky being here with you for Christmas. But if there's one thing I want in all the world, it's to find my mother and father and have folks of my own.
It'll be all right. I'll find them. I'll find your parents.
It's okay, Annie. Mr. Warbucks will find your mother and father. He's put everybody in the organization on the job. He's pulled every political string there is to pull.
Annie, give me your locket.
But
I know, but it may be our best clue. Annie, you'll see. You could be meeting your mother and father in a matter of days.
Really?
Really.
Oh, I gotta write a letter to the kids about this.
What a thing to occur, finding them, losing her. Oh, you old queen of orphan,
And pretty soon we're gonna go on the radio and tell them. So make sure you listen.
So, Mr. Warbucks, I understand there's something that you need to tell the folks along about little Annie here.
Yes, Bert Healy. I am now conducting a coast-to-coast nationwide search for Annie's parents. Furthermore, I'm offering a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they're Annie's parents.
So, Annie's parents, if you're listening in, write to Oliver Warbucks, carefree of this station. Thank you, Oliver Warbucks.
Thank you, Bert Healy. Bert Healy's the
Well, I see by the old clock on the wall that yet another one of our Thursday night get-togethers has gone by faster than you can say oxygen. This is Mrs. Healy's boy, Bert, saying, until next week, same time, same station. Good night.
Gee, Annie on the radio, coast to coast, she's fading. Wish I was on the radio. Me too.
Who wants to be in that dumb old radio? I do. So for all that our smile family, this is Bert Healy saying.
You love that trust us. The brother you're never fully dressed without a smile. Your clothes may be grown roughly. They stand out of a brother you're never fully dressed without a smile. They're wearing on Main Street or Savile Row. It's what you wear from year to year, and I'm from head to toe that matters. So janitor, so long for a woman, you're never fully dressed. Though you wear a vest, you're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile, smile, smile.
Hey, what are you doing up?
Annie's on the radio.
Yeah, I heard. Next thing you know, she'll be in the movie. Get to bed. $50,000. $50,000. Oh, what I couldn't do with $50,000.
Excuse us, ma'am. Are you the lady who runs this here establishment?
Yeah,
Ma'am, was you working here 11 years ago?
yeah.
Well, we had some terrible troubles back then, and we had to leave our little baby here on the stoop.
Our little girl, our Annie.
You're Annie's parents? I can't believe it. Where'd you say you were from again?
Well, we have a little farm up in Canada where we raise chickens and geese and roosters. Gotcha, sis!
Rooster! I wouldn't have known it was you in 100 years.
And we're gonna fool Warbucks, too.
Get ourselves 50,000 big ones.
Now, all we need from you are the details.
And, what's in it for me?
Three-way split.
Half.
All right! 25 grand each. And we get the money, we get the kid, and we get out of town.
Kid's the problem. What you gonna do with her afterwards?
Listen, sis, when I want something to disappear, it disappears. For good. Now, we get the money, we'll get the kid, and then we'll meet you.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Easy Street, Easy Street. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
They were all liars and fakes.
Are you certain?
Yes, sir. None of them knew about the locket. I'm so sorry.
I was sure somebody was going to be my mother and father.
Look, this is just come from the FBI.
Ah, finally. Agent Gunderson located the manufacturer of Annie's locket.
Yay!
Over 90,000 were made and sold.
Oh, gee.
Annie, I'm afraid the FBI doesn't think they have a chance in a million of tracing your parents through the locket. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You did your best. Anyway, I guess the kids can get along without folks. You didn't turn out so bad.
Grace,
Yes, sir.
do you have those legal papers from the other day?
Right here, sir.
Annie, I want to adopt you.
Adopt me?
Yes or no?
If I can't have my real mother and father, then there's no one in the world I'd rather have than you, Mr. Warbucks.
Annie, this isn't going to be adoption, it's going to be a celebration. And you can have anyone in the world you want to come. Who would you like?
Well, I guess Miss Farrell and Mr. Drake, and well, everyone here.
Drake! Tell the staff to get spiffed up. They're going to be guesting at Annie's adoption party.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and the kids.
It'll be way past their bedtime by now, but I'll tell you what. We'll have everyone from the orphanage here tomorrow for Christmas.
Miss Hannigan, too?
Why not? Annie, I'm the luckiest man in the world.
And I'm the luckiest
Together at last, together forever, we're tying on they never can sever. I don't need sunshine now to turn my skies so
I don't need anything but you. Yesterday was plain awful.
you can say that again.
Yesterday was plain awful.
But that's
More somehow.
I'm richer than Midas, but nothing on earth could ever be Midas. And if tomorrow I am almost severed, I don't need anything, anything. I don't need anything but you.
Excuse us, folks. Surely, look! There's our Annie!
Who are you?
Honey, we're your mom and dad.
Oh, well, pardon me. Ralph's the name, Ralph Much, and this is my wife, Shirley.
And you're Annie Mudge.
Annie, Mudge.
We've seen a great deal of people.
I suppose you'll be wanting papers. Well, here's Annie's birth certificate.
Baby girl, name Anne Elizabeth Mudge. Born to Ralph and Shirley Mudge, October 28, 1922.
October 28th. That's my birthday.
Ralph, look! Annie's wearing the locket!
When we left her at the orphanage, we kept half a silver locket and gave her the other half. Shirley, it fits perfectly!
Oh, thank God, Ralph, she's our Annie!
Mr. Mudge, what about the money?
Well, we don't have much, but
You haven't heard that I have offered a certified check for $50,000 to any persons who can prove that they're Annie's parents.
you don't need the money.
On the other hand, Ralph, that little pig farm up in New Jersey, well, with $50,000, we can afford to bring Annie up right in the country.
Would you mind if Annie stayed here until tomorrow, Christmas? Then you could pick her up in the check.
Whatever you prefer.
Bye, Annie.
come back for you tomorrow morning where you'll spend the rest of your life with us. Forever. Oh, pardon me, Blondie.
Well, this is
The wonderful news.
drink champagne. We must celebrate because we have got the most wonderful news. Annie has found her mother and father. I propose a toast to Annie Mudge.
To Annie Mudge. Annie!
I've lost her. I've lost Annie.
Sir, I have the strangest feeling that I've seen that Mr. Mudge before. That he's not who he says he is.
That I won't give up until we're certain.
But how are you gonna...
I'll go straight to the top, to the President of the United States, even if he is a Democrat. Annie, did you know President Roosevelt is here?
Really?
Mr. Roosevelt?
Merry Christmas, President Roosevelt!
Merry Christmas. Early this morning, FBI Director Fuller sent word telephone me some very sad news about finding the location of your parents.
Ralph and Shirley Mudge.
No, dear. David and Margaret Bennett. Annie.
Parents passed away a very long time ago.
You mean I'm an orphan after all?
Are you all right, Annie?
Yes. Because I know they loved me. And they would have come back for me.
I love you, Annie Bennett.
I love you too.
Now, who the heck are Ralph and Shirley Mudge?
Well, the birth certificate could have easily been forged. But no one knew about the locket except us.
And the FBI, of course.
And Miss Hannigan.
And Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan, sir, and the
know my secretary, Miss Farrell. And this is the President of the United States. And this is my butler, Drake.
Look, kids, there's presents here for all of us. Yay! So, just come from the FBI.
Now it all fits together.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Monk.
Good. Oh, sorry. Good morning, everybody.
Merry Christmas, one and all!
Merry Christmas.
We don't want to be too much trouble, so we just come to here to pick up Annie and the check.
Of course, the check. Here it is, Mr. Mudge. $50,000 certified.
$50,000 paid to the order of... The jig is up.
Yes, the jig is up, Daniel Francis Hannigan. Also known as...
Rooster Hannigan, also known as Robert Mudge, also known as Danny the Dip.
Louise C.
Yes, sir.
And I think that you'll find that this woman is their accomplice.
I didn't see these people till yesterday.
Ah, come off it, Aggie! Annie, how didn't I say always busting you?
Sorry, Miss Hannigan, but I remember one thing you always taught me. Never tell a lie.
Brat!
Miss Hannigan's gone for good.
And you won't have to work anymore.
Yes, girls, for you, and perhaps all of us, getting a new wonderful life. A new deed. Yes, rather like that. A new deed.
So do I, frankly. A new